Hi, everybody. It's a Monday evening, Labor Day weekend, and today is Labor Day. Just saying a quick hello to you. I hope you guys had a wonderful holiday. I always love it when my kids have an extra day of a day off from school. It's really awesome. So I just wanted to, get on here and say hi. I hope all of you guys are doing well. And, a lot of times when you get on here, you hear me talking about, hi, Candace, about how perfect everything is and how we get our checklists going and how everything is going really well. Hi, Mary. And sometimes we just need to do a video to let you know that things are not always perfect, right? We always get on here, or we tend to get on here. Facebook is a platform where people get on here, and it seems like everything is always so perfect, when in reality, it's just a day that basically it's okay if you don't get everything done, right? Sometimes, we feel like we are failing whenever we have our checklist, and we have all of the things on our list that we want to get done, and then we're going through our list, and then we get through, say, 9 of the 10 things, and then we don't get the 10th thing done, and then it's like, oh, I failed today. And so, today's video is one of encouragement, of one of, I think that it's always good to every now and then have a video that basically says, we didn't do everything perfect today. Not everything went well and not everything went as planned. And then you say to yourself, but it's okay, right? Because there's tomorrow and we can try again. And so I think, as I look through my day today, I still think, it was a great day. We spent time with family. We had lunch together with some of my grandkids, some of my kids that were here, spent some time with mom, went upstairs, made her some fruit. And, yes, the other 20 things that I wanted to get done today didn't happen. And so, today or tonight, it's one of those things where, like I say, it's good for you to hear that I don't always, get everything done, and it's not always perfect. And like I say, it's one of those things where when you're making your list and, you're going through your day and you're like, okay, here are all the things that I want to get done. And, I'll give you an example. I have like this list, did I eat popcorn? Why would I eat popcorn? Um, so basically, I have this list of the things that, like, I want to get done for my Fit by 50 challenge. I meditate, I get my workout in, I eat really well, I do those things that you're supposed to do, and oh, yeah, I guess so, Angela. And I think that like the other day, I only got my 10-minute workout in the morning. I did yoga, and I didn't do my 30-minute workout. I didn't do my cycling, and I didn't get through my violin practice for the day. And sometimes when we don't get through those lists, we start beating ourselves up, right? We start saying, oh, I just didn't get this done, and so therefore, this or that or whatever. And then we just feel like we failed. And instead of looking at our day on the things that we didn't get done, how about look through the day and think of the things that you did get done? And surely you got at least one good thing in, right? Whether it was helping somebody cross the street, or saying something nice to somebody, or getting one thing on your to-do list done, right? And your to-do list may be as long as mine. And like I say, sometimes what we do is we just beat ourselves up. We just say, oh, I didn't get done, all 20 things on my list. I don't know about you, but, I have this long list of things that I want to get done. And before, whenever I wouldn't get through them all, I would say, oh, we didn't get it all done. When Stan and I first got married, I remember that we put together this amazing list that we were going to do every single day. And, as a couple, we were going to read from a good book every day. We were going to exercise. We were going to cook good meals. I mean, it was like this ultimate list of 20 things that we wanted to get done every day. And I wish he were here because he could attest to this. He's on his way home. But I remember, thinking that we had this amazing chart with all of these check marks, a box that we can check mark beside it. And we said, okay, we read our book, we did this, and we did like a lot of things. And then, when we looked at it at the end of the day, when we didn't get like the 20 things done on our list, which was ridiculously way too many things, we said, oh, we didn't get it all done. And we felt like we were failing. And so now as I look at things, and look at my day, like today, like I say, I only did 10 minutes of yoga today. I haven't even done my workout today, but I'm going to call it good. I'm going to say, you know what, tomorrow I'll have in the morning and I'll make sure and get that done ahead of time. But I did eat lunch with my kids, and I did eat lunch with my grandkids, and I did go up and spend time with my mom and, cut up her favorite fruit. And, and I called this person and, we had a great conversation. So, that's what you can focus on instead of, trying to feel like you have to be perfect and to get every single thing done on that list, or else you're a failure, right? So instead of focusing on what you didn't get done, like I say, focus on what you did get done. It's amazing. It's amazing how it will make you feel, because, that's kind of what the 5-minute gratitude journal is, at the beginning of the day, you start your day with gratitude. And at the end of the day, you think of the day of you're grateful for the stuff, but then you also, in that journal, you go through and it says, what are 3 amazing things that happened today? And so now when I don't even have that journal in front of me, it's like it kind of already programmed me to think that way, right? What 3 amazing things happened today? And so what it does is, instead of focusing on what you didn't get done, you will focus on what you did get done. And what were 3 amazing things? And you think back there and you went, okay, I didn't get all my workout done, and I didn't do this and I didn't do that, but I did do this, this, and this. Right? And it just helps you to get into that mode of knowing that you don't have to be perfect. And, everything that you see on Facebook or Instagram or all of these social media, I don't even know what to call it, but sometimes, I am sorry, my mom is texting me. Hold on just a second. Just a minute. So sorry. There we go. Anyway, sometimes we, what was I saying? I was talking about the gratitude journal in the evenings and how awesome it is. And you don't have to just think of 3 things. You don't have to just think of 3 different things that you have to do. Or that you did do. You can think of several others, and it gets your mind in the focus of, focusing on what you accomplished. Even if the only thing you did was one thing, then, as long as you are moving forward, it's really awesome. And it just helps you feel amazing. And so what I say today is, sometimes like, I know what I was telling you guys earlier before I got interrupted with that, but is social media. I should call it something. Social media, we've got to come up with a term. Maybe you guys can come up with it. But it's a term that basically, when you get on Facebook or when you get on Instagram or you get on the internet or whatever, and then you see people and you're like, oh, wow, their life must be perfect because they get to travel and they have the most amazing family and they have, and all these things that you're saying, they have this and they have this and this. Therefore, I don't have that. And it makes you feel like their life is perfect, whenever in reality, surely they go through the same kinds of struggles or similar struggles that all of us go through every single day. All of us have to eat. All of us have to try and stay fit. All of us have to, feed our families, do our business, or make money to put on the table. And so, it's one of those things where we have to realize that when we get on Facebook and all that, that's great. We can keep in touch with our friends and everything, but not to, let that discourage us to think that their life is this way and mine is not. And so I think that that's so important, and that's been on my mind all day today, because I think that we all suffer from that. Has anybody come up with a term yet? Social media jealousy. I don't know, some kind of phrase similar to that, to where, you feel like your life is not as good as someone else's. And so, I wanted you to think about that. I want you to really work on, not beating yourself up every single day. Because, like I say, even though today I am, I haven't gotten all my stuff done on my list. I have a huge list of things to do, but I still feel accomplished. And I used to not be like that. I used to beat myself up. I used to think I didn't get those things done. Well, one of the things that you can try also is to work on, just say, 1 to 3 things that you want to accomplish. And therefore, you're not doing like the 20 things on your list. And therefore, you don't feel so, I guess, unaccomplished, right? So, one of the things that you can try also is write down at least one thing. So my list is smaller. I don't know. My list is pretty big, but with the grateful journal, let's just as a group today, we can think of, like, maybe we can just think of at least one thing. What if there's one thing that you say, if today all I did was this, then it was a good day. And that could be as simple as reaching out to somebody in need, doing a good deed, or, calling a friend that you haven't called in a while, or, spending time with one of your kids. One thing that I did do today that I feel really good about, my son has been asking me to buy this thing from the GNC health store. And he's been asking me for 2 or 3 days. And, we've just had so much stuff going on. And today I remembered it while I was, doing my stuff. I went, oh my goodness, I think it closes at 8 p.m. So at 7:40 p.m., I called them, had it, ready for me. And I picked it up. And I texted him, I said, hey son, I got this in time. So he was so happy. And so I thought to myself, yes, I didn't get that podcast recorded, or I didn't get this or whatever, but I made my son happy. And I wrote, the other good thing that happened today was I heard from my missionary son. I wrote him a letter and he wrote me back. And, that is so accomplishing. I always say these words that I don't even know if they're words or not, right? But, I do. I feel like, I got a couple of things done where it impacted somebody's life, whether it was in my family, like one of my kids, or, held a grandbaby today and read him a book, and, spent some time, talking with one of my children about something that was a concern or something. That is a win. And so, if you can imagine your notebook paper, your journal, where you have on this side, your wins, and, here are the things that I want to do. But at the end of the day, what are some of the wins that happened today? And those are some wins that you can do. And some of the wins that you're going to have are things that, what is the word? How come I can't think of words tonight? If those are the things that you're doing, and it affects, like, say, my son, or, your family or a friend or whatever, those are amazing things that, you can be spending your days doing. And if those happen, then it's a great day. And like I say, long ago I had asked you guys before, what is your perfect day? It's one of the podcast episodes. What would be your perfect day? And, a lot of my perfect day consists of helping others, whether it's through a phone call or an email or a podcast or a Facebook Live, or, bringing one of my kids somewhere that needs something or whatever. For you, I don't know what your perfect day is. Maybe it's to wake up to a beach, or, maybe it's to wake up to no crying babies. I don't know. So, you can think of that. You can think of what it is that your perfect day is. And so anyway, that it's been on my mind today because I know a lot of times, sometimes as we're scrolling through Facebook and, we see all of these things that we're scrolling through and Facebook stuff, and it's just all like perfect. Oh, today I had like the perfect workout, and today I had this perfect thing, and everything is perfect, perfect, perfect. And then we're just like, how are they able to have such a perfect life and I am not? And so, you know, I just wanted to talk about that tonight a little bit and just remind us that, Facebook is Facebook, and, everybody can hide behind a computer and, put out whatever we feel, we is. And most of the time, what we put out on Facebook is our best pictures, our best whatever. And we don't talk a lot about our not perfect days and our not, um, you know, days that don't just go your way, right? And so today, even though today was a good day, it wasn't a perfect day where I got, all of the stuff done as far as getting that done, right? So just know, it's okay to scroll through Facebook and your Instagram and all that and look through all of those different things, but realize that that is not something that we need to be comparing ourselves to. We are only against ourselves. And so whatever is for you may be different for me, may be different for other people. So just know that as long as you are trying and as long as you are just bettering yourself every single day and going in that direction, and whatever it is for your perfect day, it's okay. It's okay, as like I say, as you're scrolling through. I have to admit, like sometimes when I'm scrolling through Facebook and I just see all these posts that are just like perfect, it's like perfect makeup, perfect everything. It just kind of overwhelms you, right? And then I think, oh, and sometimes you just get tired of hearing that, honestly. Like as far as like, how about hear about, the failures of your business or how you didn't have a great day today, or how, you didn't get that perfect workout in and your, everything went smoothly because, we had a post the other day, right? That all putts don't drop, and sometimes it's just not going to happen the way we always want it to happen. And so that's kind of what, I was thinking about today and wanted to share with you, and hope that it helps you, and in your own life and your own day, and realize that, maybe you just got through one thing today, and you should pat yourself on the back, especially, if it was really, really hard, because we have our days where we can get a lot of stuff done, and then we have our days where, things happen to where we may not be able to get hardly anything done. And that happens to me sometimes, right? Life happens. Maybe, there's certain things that happen, and it interrupts your normal routine, your normal pattern, and you can't get that done, right? So just know that, like I say, as you're scrolling through and as you're feeling that way, like everybody else is having such a perfect life and mine is not, that realize that behind all those perfect lives, there are things that happen that are not shown and posted to where you see the failures, right? And before I let you go, just like in my own business and in my own life and everything, I have failures, even in my business, I talk about it a lot. Like I may have bought the wrong product for my Amazon business, and it was, thousands of units, but, it's like maybe 20 cents a unit or whatever. And I thought it was this amazing deal. And everything worked out as far as it, all of the numbers telling me that it was supposed to be a good deal. And then it turned out to be a horrible deal. And I talk about that because, people need to hear the things that get you where you are today, right? And sometimes that's failure after failure after failure, because failure is what helps you to move forward, right? So as we fail forward, as we hear that phrase, then it's just one step closer to getting our answer or getting to where we need to be, right? Anyway, I hope you guys are having an awesome day wherever you are. It's already, what time is it? It's already almost 9 o'clock here. Can't believe it. This day has just flown by. And so anyway, I hope you had a wonderful Labor Day and a Labor Day weekend, spent it with family and were relaxing. I know I did. I watched 5 episodes of The Good Doctor the other night, and I never watched TV. So my kids were pretty excited that I just sat there and did absolutely nothing. And sometimes that's good, to do absolutely nothing. Just spend time with your family and relax. And so, anyway, you guys have an amazing rest of your evening and an amazing rest of the beginning of this week. And I will talk to you guys soon.